Okay, greetings to all. What I want to do, I'm talk about a few things that's going on that you need to be aware of or should be paying attention to. First of all, understand this. There are, as we're told, approximately 7 billion, with a B, of people on this planet. And with that many people, what you have to realize is this fact that there are millions upon millions of things happening every single day all over this planet, everywhere, places where man hasn't even set foot yet. There are things that are going on. The reason why I bring it up is this. When you look to your sources of information, your news media or your newspaper, your radio, your television, whatever, what do they give you? They don't even give you an nth of information. It is all selected to tell you what they want you to know. The media does not give you all of the information. The media does not give you all of the facts. It only tells you the things that they want you to know, that they want you to believe, that they want you to understand. Like going back a few weeks in the news media, things change almost every day. A few weeks ago, was about the basketball player woman that was in Russia. Then a few weeks ago, it was going back again to the flu. Then a few weeks ago, it was talking about Ukraine. And it goes on and on and on every day, every day, every day. Last few weeks, it's been about the train wrecks that are happening now. And all the years I've been on this planet, for maybe five train derailments that happened within a matter of 2 or 3 weeks is never been heard of before. That means that something is happening. If one or two happens, you can say, well, it might be a coincidence. But when more than that happens, it's really happening. And it's not just here. There are other places across the planet. If you look and research, you'll find that there are other countries that are having almost the same problems. The reason why I bring up the train wrecks is because of the air quality. What's happening? If you don't have an air quality meter, you better get one. Because if you check out the air quality, not just in Ohio, but all across the nation, where you have air quality control sites, if you research them, you'll find that the East Coast is being bombarded with all kinds of things. And the sad thing about what's taking place now is that with that explosion there in Ohio, there's going to be storms going to be coming. Okay, the weather is not going to be friendly. It's going to be a lot of rain. It's going to be a lot of snow. And the one that's coming this week is nothing compared to the ones that are going to be coming the week after. There's going to be more coming. This is not just it. So those of you who haven't prepared or aren't ready, get ready. You better go to the store, get whatever you can, not producing anything out of the way, but it's better to be safe than sorry. It's better to have it and don't need it than need it and don't have it. You understand that? Because shit's getting ready to hit the fan, not just here, but across the board. Another thing, too, if you notice with the news media, they've all of a sudden become silent about those objects, as they call them. Oh, there's some objects. The first one was a Chinese spy balloon, supposedly. But then after that, there was objects in Canada, objects in other places, and they're all over the planet, these objects. But what was the objects? Well, we don't know what they are. So that means that in truth, if you see objects and you don't know what they are what you used to call, or should be calling, unidentified aerial phenomena or unidentified flying objects. And if you hear the reports, you're getting so many different reports and they're not telling you shit. Why? Because of the fact they don't want you to know. Okay, now, there are those who are putting out information that, oh, those are just false flags and they're this and they're that. They don't know. Anybody who tells you what they are, unless they are there, unless they've seen them, unless they are part of the so-called recovery team, they don't know what the fuck they are. And they're not going to tell you. They're not going to tell you what they are until they come up with a story to make you believe what they want you to believe. Yes, there is a Project Bluebeam out there, and they're going to be doing that. And that's why I have these for Project Bluebeam. This will block the Blu-ray. It will block, as a matter of fact, if you go into a supermarket or any store with glasses like that are reflectors, when they zoom in for your picture, take a picture when you go in, it won't register. won't be able to pick up your picture. And what they will do, because they did it to me one time when I had on these type of glasses, I walked in the store and a guy came up to me. He's so-called security. He says, "Excuse me, sir, do you mind taking off those glasses?" I said, "Why?" He said, "Well, the people can't see your eyes." I said, "They're not supposed to see my eyes." That's why I have them covered. It was a thing going on back and forth. And so I realized why he was telling me that. Because of the fact that when they're up, they can see your eyes and get a facial of you. But when they're down like this, they can't get a facial recognition on you. Okay, remember that. Because I wear these all the time when I go into the stores. I put them down before I walk in, and there I go walking around the store getting what I need to get. Okay, another thing too is that you have to recognize that they're going to use fear is going to be their main weapon. Fear is the weapon. Like when they had the COVID fear thing, people were fearful. They're wearing masks. They're getting shots. They're staying away from people. They are staying in the house. They're afraid. All this here because fear. Fear is the enemy. I posted something the other day about getting rid of the fear. Once you get rid of the fear, and I tell you this, use intellect over emotion. Don't become so fucking emotional about shit. Use intellect. Decide or decipher things, fact check things, critical thinking. Just don't believe everything in what everybody says because these people don't know. They're just making shit up just to attract you, get your attention, and bullshit you. Okay? So another thing too is, again, check out the air quality. That's important that you do that. Okay? Another thing too, it says that there are going to be other things that are going to be revealed. It's going to be shown to you. There are certain people out there that are going to unmask themselves, so to speak. Another thing too is religion is going to play a big part in a lot of things that's going to be happening across the planet. What the game is a one world religion concept, meaning that there's going to say, well, your God is my God. In other words, if you are a Muslim, if you are a so-called Jew, if you are a Christian, well, we all believe in the same God. We just give him a different name. So your God is my God. And they're going to say this, as long as you believe in Jesus Christ, that he's the Son of God, and he died for the people's sins of the world, it's all right with me. You can call yourself whatever you want to call yourself. You can call yourself Baptist, Methodist, Catholic, Episcopalian, Lutheran, Seventh-day Adventist, Jehovah's, whatever you want to call yourself is fine because of the fact we all are doing the same thing, which is bullshit. But that's going to all be part of the game. It's going to be, like I say, a new world order, a unification of this so-called belief system. And somebody asked me, emailed me, and texted me, several people saying, when am I going to go do a thing on the religion? I'm going to do that sometime this week. I may do it live. I don't know. Depends on the circumstances. But the reality of it is this: don't let them use fear to control you and your mind. Remember, if you don't learn to control your mind, somebody else will. Another thing I always say, whoever wins the wars writes the books. That's where the information is coming from. So you don't trust those sources. You find your own sources. Go to the library, as we call it, the library, where they bury the lies and dig up some truths. There are things in there that they can't hide, that they cannot tell you. You will find a lot of truths in there if you know where to look and what to look for. One more thing I want to close with. I want to say this to those of you out there who have donated, contributed, and sent a contribution love gift. We appreciate that. But there are some of you out there who ain't giving shit, but you'll take the information and run with it, but that's okay. Y'all can do what you want to do with that. But I just want you to show that you do respect what we do, that you understand what we do, and that we're doing it not just for us, but we're doing it for you. So please give a contribution, a donation. We're not asking for a lot, and there's going to be more information to come. Okay, until next time, again, release the fear and take on the higher level of consciousness and awareness.